everyone, welcome to my garden. My name is Anna. I hope you're doing well. So today I am planting some bulbs, some spring bulbs. I'm usually planting them around like the beginning of December, but right now I am at the end of December, like a few days before the month ends, because I was reading that in my zone 9, bulbs do better whenever I plant them at the end of December or beginning of January, because right now is not so cold, so bulbs need cold weather for them to be able to establish and produce roots and be able to flower better for me on spring. So I did notice that last year and the year before, I planted my bulbs on the first week of December. It was around December 4th, something like that. And my bulbs flower way early than they should. And that means that my frost got to some of them and they didn't perform good enough. So this time I'm gonna try planting them right now and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully they flower around like the end of February, I'm thinking. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do today. Most of these bulbs, I got them on sale at Lowe's. Lowe's had a ton of bulbs, and I was looking for some because in my zone we have to plant flower bulbs in the fall, winter, for them to be able to sprout. So my daffodils, tulips, they need a chilling time. That means that they need to have cold weather to be able to flower. So what I did, I went and got a ton of them and I put them in the fridge for, some of them were there for 12 weeks and some of them for 8 weeks, but they at least need a minimum of 8 weeks to be able to flower correctly. And since here I don't get that, so I had to put them in the fridge all by themselves, no fruits or vegetables in the fridge. So I have a little mini fridge and that's where I put them with nothing else in the little fridge. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do today. All I'm doing is just making a little hole 3 times the size of the bulb, and I'm using bulb tone, but I have mixed feelings about the fertilizer for my zone because the bulbs won't stay on the ground long enough to need like a lot of fertilizer. But I will be using some at planting and I won't be fertilizing again. And whenever you plant the bulbs, you have to take in consideration the mulch that you're putting on top of them too, because that counts as how deep your bulbs are. Man, I'm excited to see if they'll grow during spring. Hopefully they do good. I mean, they got what they need. They were in the fridge for a long time. I ordered some tulips from Baker's Creek, and those for sure were in the fridge for about like almost 13 weeks. So I'm excited to see them grow. Those I planted in a pot. because tulips, like squirrels and just rodents, like tulips, so they will try to eat them. And I do have a lot of squirrels here, like so many squirrels. So I was just trying to avoid them eating them. So I put them in a pot and I applied some chicken wire on top of the pot to prevent them from eating them. And I added some Repel All, it's called. I got it from Lowe's. It's just a thing that is kind of stinky, and it helps, it helps with the smell the bulb produces. So it almost like camouflages the smell of the bulb so the rodents don't smell it. Bulbs like a very loose soil. They don't like very compacted soil. They like good drainage and for them to be able to spread their roots comfortably. So this bed, whenever I was making it, I added a lot of compost mixed with topsoil. So yeah, I feel like it's gonna be pretty good. And on top of it, the mulch helps a lot with the worms to be able to work the soil. So I feel like it's gonna be pretty good. I've seen a lot of worms around it, so I feel comfortable that they're gonna have the nutrients they need. So in this area, I don't want to put any bulbs because I want to add a water feature to this part of the garden. So I was looking, there is this kind of fish, I think they're called cloudfish, whitefish, I don't know. But they eat mosquito, oh, that's the name, mosquito fish. So, and they don't require a big pond or anything. So I was thinking to get a pot, put it inside of the soil, and add some lilies or something like that, and add a little mosquito fish inside. I think that will look so pretty. Oh, there's so many bees. So it's been a pretty hot December, like way out of the usual. And yeah, all of my broccoli is just going to seed like very quickly. Like I have to pick it very young because as soon as it sprouts, it's gone. I have some tulips. They're called Angelique. So I'm gonna put them in a pot. That way I can pull them out whenever they are done. Tulips, you can plant them fairly close. Okay, so this is what I have left. What I really am curious about is the crocus. I do have some of them in pots, but I want to try them in my lawn. So I was watching some videos and reading about it. So crocus, you can plant them, just lift up your grass and put the little bulbs in clusters and they will come out through the grass. And I find that very interesting and cute. But in my zone, they're gonna be like a one and done. They won't live in my lawn. So I can plant them, they can look pretty in spring, and yeah, that'll be it for them. But it's worth it. I really want to try it. So I just have 2 bags. It's like 24 plants, 24 bulbs. So I want to give that a try. So I think we can try that together. I still have a ton more bulbs to plant. I just have to hurry up. I might have to do the rest later because my kids are taking a nap and I need to hurry up. So the rest of the bulbs, I'm gonna put some back here behind me and some more in pots, which I think I'm gonna do the ones around the swing. And yeah, so let's try to plant some of these. Hopefully they work. I don't know. They've been in the fridge for a while too, because crocuses, they need a good winter to be able to flower. So this is the crocuses, tiny little bulbs. So we're just gonna put them in the soil in little clusters. And you know which way they go up, because you can kind of tell that that is the top and this is the bottom where the roots come out. And then we just drop it. Now the only thing that is gonna bother me about the crocuses in the lawn is that I won't be able to mow. So coming spring, the lawn where the crocuses are, I won't be able to mow because obviously they're gonna be poking out of the grass. But I will have to stop myself, because if you know, I have a thing mowing the lawn. I don't like it getting long, but yeah, so this for sure is gonna stop me from mowing. But yeah, so let's do that. Let's plant some around this area, maybe around the swing, and yeah, let's get going. Now if you plant crocuses in your soil, you need to spread some of that repel all, because squirrels or rodents, they will dig them out. So I will be sprinkling some of that stuff everywhere where I planted my crocuses. I mean, it's not that many of them. I just didn't want to spend the money on them, and then what if it doesn't work out? So I just got a few little baggies, and we'll see how it goes next spring. Usually crocuses are the very first ones to appear in spring. So hopefully it works out. I will let you know. I want to plant some tulips. What is that? It was inside of the soil. It has to be a mushroom. That's a weird looking one. Okay, can go there. So yes, I'm gonna plant some. Look, there's more. What is it? I planted some, how do you call those? Ranunculus. I started them from seed or from corm. I think it was around like September maybe. So I started them inside, and those, they are best to grow in pots. So I did that. I planted them in pots. I will show them to you. And then a freaking animal dug them, like all pretty much, and they ate them. So I was reading that the ranunculus, they, before they sprout or before they produce leaves, they are high in proteins and a bunch of other minerals that rodents like squirrels or mice, they like to eat them. So this is the Ranunculus. I started with about, I don't know, between 40, around 40 corms that I had. And I started them all indoors. So as soon as they started sprouting, I brought them outside. And that was my mistake. I didn't wait for the corm to start leafing before bringing them outside, because before the corm starts producing leaves, they are prone for rodents to start eating them. I don't know what chemical they produce once they start to leaf, that the rodents do not, like, they stop eating them for some reason. So they are full of proteins and vitamins that they like. So I added the chicken wire, and that helped a lot. So from all the ones that I started with, I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6, maybe 7 corms. But as long as they flower, I really want to see the flowers. They are supposed to be so pretty. So I hope I did everything right and they flower for me. I did the same thing for my tulips. I applied chicken wire to the pots that I planted them in. But yeah, and I think that is all the flower bulbs that I'm gonna plant today, because my babies woke up from their nap and I have to go take care of them. But yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.